Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Washington football team. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start. At the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing, Jones. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Washington.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. 1st and 10, Taylor now. A strong running. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 16-yard line.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
At the 39-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. To Boyle here over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown in.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got it.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Vikings 0. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he will have a Vikings first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
12 more yards. That's another Vikings.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Now Jones. Touchdown! Chase Claypool, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0.
Washington 14, Vikings nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now Lewis selects to return it. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
At the 28-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Vikings nothing.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll try and throw for it here. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they do finally get him to the 25. An incredible play there on 4th down in their own territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek Hill, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Washington 14, Vikings 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Joe Reed going to return it from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them, and when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult, but this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
On the option to give to Taylor here. Bulldozes past him, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Jones on third down. And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Ooh, with a juke. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Here's Jones from the gun on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Vikings 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now Lewis selects to return it.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. 2nd and 3. This is the tight end Fant.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. 20.
Pass him this.
And he will bring this one back. And it's a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Sly set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Now Lewis selects to return it.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And going deep for Hill. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And going deep for Hill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Oh, yeah, good job, fellas, good job.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Now Lewis selects to return it. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll set up to throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Reed going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it,
they've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now Lewis selects to return it.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A give to Elliott running left. Elliott a 1st down and more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
And he stopped immediately there. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. He'll get this to Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. They'll set up a throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And Washington is able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jones, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Jones. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout, fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor, the solid stiff arm. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. Let's go! If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give to Taylor. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Jones. They still can't get it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Jones. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's taken in by the tight end Finn. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And some strong running. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go to Elliott again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. He'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Vikings 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now Lewis selects to return it.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. There to make the grab.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now Lewis selects to return it.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again, so another loss in the cards as they trail big. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film when it goes to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
On first down, Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. On the counter, it's Taylor. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Slide for the PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Makes this Washington 56, Vikings 34.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now Lewis selects to return it.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. It's complete. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for 2 unsuccessful. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, You would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach...
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch.
Come on now, let's do this!
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.